Welcome to the Researching a Company Prior to an Interview video tutorial. This is brought to you by the Darrell C. Roberts Library at Dalton State College. Why is it important to research a company before an interview? Well, first, it will help you feel more prepared and confident in your answers. It shows that you've taken the time to learn about the company and that you understand the company. It shows that you're enthusiastic about the role that you may be playing in the company in the future. And finally, it will allow you to quickly determine if it's the right place for you. The first step is to begin by researching or looking at the company's webpage and social media sites. There are some things that you'll want to know. First, what is it the company does? What are their products and services? You can generally find this on the company's website under a link that will say Products and Services or About Us. There you'll also usually find information about the board of directors, the company structure, and the history or timeline. The next thing you'll want to know is the mission, vision, values, and goals of the company. Those can usually be found under links such as impact or who we are, corporate cultural, or diversity. You may also find this information in the annual report. You'll also want to know who are their customers, clients, target market, and employees. Again, this can be found on the company's website, but you'll also find it under things such as LinkedIn, Instagram, or other social media sites. Again, it may also be found in the annual report. Where does your company operate? This information can usually be found under the About Us link that's found on the company's website. There you'll also find company strategies, and many times you can find the financials for the company under a link such as Investor Relations. The next step is to check the company's financial health. In this example, we're looking at the Kellogg's company, and we would want to click on the link Investor Relations on their site. Sometimes you have to scroll down to the bottom of the page to find the Investor Relation link, but look for that. And once you find it, for most large companies, you should be able to access and listen to quarterly earnings conference calls and read an annual report. Look for links like these that are available at the top of the page on Kellogg's site, but maybe in other locations depending on your chosen company. Always look through the annual report. There's a wealth of information you'll find in the annual report on their financial situation. It also may tell you about their goals, their strategies, and how they've performed throughout the past year. Additional financial data may be available on websites such as Big Charts, NASDAQ, or the New York Stock Exchange. After you've looked at the financials for a company, you'll want to browse Google or other business websites for the latest news to find out what's happening with the company and maybe with their competitors. Several business magazines and sites publish annual lists such as Best Big Companies or Largest Private Companies. Look for information about the company's tactics, read recent news releases, and learn more about their plans for the future development. Look for things like whether the company has had legal issues or product recalls. Have they won any awards or been recognized for innovations in their industry? Are there any major changes in the company's governance or operations? All of these are great things to bring up and discuss during an interview. There are a couple of websites that I would recommend that you could use. If you're here in Georgia, you might use the Georgia Industry Outlooks or Georgia Trends. If you're outside the area, then you would perhaps want to use sites such as Bloomberg Business Week, New York Times Business, Wall Street Journal, and Reuters. While those websites are good, many times you're not able to find out as much as you might if you used a database which provides full access to content. Some websites limit access to content unless you have a subscription. We have a service through the University System of Georgia that is called Galileo. Galileo provides full access to thousands of magazines, newspapers, journals, and much more. To get to Galileo, you'll go to the library's webpage and hover over the link. Scroll down and click on the Galileo link, and then enter your Dalton State username and password. The Galileo interface looks like this. You can start searching here at the search box that you see on the screen. Enter your company's name or the industry. Results are then displayed by format. So you'll see that there's links to some business databases that you can use, as well as news sites, scholarly articles, print materials, and so on. Sometimes, though, it's better to use a subject-specific database. We have several different business databases that are available. So to get to those, you'll click on All Databases at the top of the initial Galileo search screen, then select by a subject or a title. We recommend Plunkett's, IBISWorld, Business Source Complete, ABI Inform, and Newsbank Access. You can use Plunkett Research for company and industry research. Start out at the library's webpage, click the Galileo link, click All Databases, and then either select the letter P from the alphabet index or type it in the search box. It will bring you to a screen like this, and once here, you can click on Research a Company button, or if you want to, you can also use the video tutorials to help you search and create reports. In this example, I searched for Verizon Communications Incorporated. The results list looks like this at the top, and all I need to do then is click on the link for that company. Once I do that, it takes me to a company profile, which includes information such as the number of employees, the products and service areas, corporate structure, and details about the officers. I can click on an officer's name, and it gives me more information about that individual. Again, you may have something in common with that particular officer, and that may be something that you can mention during the interview. The industry ranks shows how your chosen company ranks against top competitors in revenue, return on assets, growth, and market cap. And you can make adjustments to that by using the pull-down arrow. Also on the company profile page, you'll see the financials for the past 5 years. You can compare your company to the industry averages, or you can compare your company to selected competitors. The company profile also lists the brands, divisions, and affiliates. The next step is to research the industry in which your company operates. We recommend using IBISWorld database to do this. Again, start at the library's webpage, click the Galileo link, click All Databases link at the top of the screen on Galileo, and then go to IBISWorld. Within IBISWorld, you'll see an industry research link at the top of the screen. You can hover over that and select the U.S. Industry iExpert Summaries. Once you've done that, you can select a particular industry, and I chose the carpet mills in the U.S. You'll see there's a wealth of information that's on the left side menu. So you can see the industry at a glance. You can see what are some of the products and materials that are produced within that industry, the geographic and competitive landscape, and the top competitors within that. The next step is to research the job description, required skills, training, and wage range. A good source for this is Occupational Outlook Handbook, and you'll have the link here to go to that site. Within Occupational Outlook, you can use the search box at the top of the screen to enter your chosen career. The results list will provide types of jobs that are available in that field. You'll select a specific occupation to see a brief job summary, educational requirements for an entry-level position, median pay, and much, much more, including things on work environment and types of certifications or qualifications you must have. The more info link on these summary pages will link you to professional associations and organizations, which is also another good source of information to review before an interview. You'll then want to research or find out more about the corporate culture. So you'll want to talk with employees, Do some background research on the employee's hiring manager or supervisors that might be responsible for this position or that you may report to as an employee. You can search company profiles and employee interviews on sites like the Muse. You can look for employee reviews on Glassdoor. If it's provided in the job posting, then Google the name of the hiring manager or the contact that was listed. You can also check LinkedIn for postings by the company's employees. At this point, you're ready to go to the interview. So what you want to do is keep in mind that usually at the end of every interview, the review committee or the hiring committee will ask you, do you have any questions about us? It's never a good thing to say, no, I don't have any questions. That shows that you've not done due research or that you're maybe not as interested in that particular company. So prepare smart questions. One of the ways that you can do this is going to IBIS World for role-specific questions. Again, to get to IBIS World, you'll go to the library's webpage, click on the Galileo link, click All Databases, and then go into IBIS World. Again, search for the U.S. Industry iExpert summaries and choose your particular industry. Once you come to that profile page, you'll scroll down to the bottom of this menu on the left and you'll see call preparation questions. Each of these will have external impact questions and internal issues questions for you. So here's some examples that you can ask, some additional examples that you might be able to ask those individuals as you're conducting your interview. If you need additional help, you can email to askalibrarian@daltonstate.edu, or you can go to one of our LibGuides, and the link is provided here for you on this screen. We hope this is helpful, and please reach out to us if you do have additional questions.